Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. On this episode, I'm reviewing a book that I found on one of my many trips on Goodreads. It's called The Infinite Noise by Lauren Shippen. This is the author's debut novel and is part of a trilogy called The Bright Sessions, which is based on her own podcast. So the story revolves around Caleb Michaels, a normal 16 years old football player that one day starts experiencing mood swings. He starts to become anxious, angry, or extremely happy, and he doesn't understand why. He doesn't feel like his emotions are his own. So, with the help of his therapist, Dr. Bright, he discovers that he is actually an atypical, an individual with enhanced abilities. His ability is extreme empathy, which means that he can feel the emotions of everyone around him. As we can imagine, feeling others' emotions in an high school, it's basically a nightmare. So he starts being pulled into the emotional orbit of one of his classmates, Adam. So Adam's feelings are big and all-consuming, but weirdly they fit together with Caleb's feelings in a way that he doesn't understand. Encouraged by his therapist, he explores this connection by befriending Adam, and as they grow closer, Caleb learns how to control his power, but also how dangerous being an atypical can be. What really stood out to me in this story was the plot about atypicals and how their powers worked. We didn't just have empaths, but also mind readers, for example. I liked that the plot was a bit unexpected, and even that the main character went to a therapist to help him navigate all these changes and his feelings. The way they used a color system to explain people's emotions was super clever and super interesting. I also really liked the dynamic between Caleb and Adam, how they started a slow friendship and then it developed into more as they started to getting to know each other. I think Caleb was always a step ahead, of course, because he could feel Adam's feelings. But I think that Adam was a surprise for him because his feelings told an interesting and different story from what we as an audience were expecting. On the other hand, in my opinion, I would have liked a little more details into their relationship and even some events that happened by the end of the story. I really liked how the author constructed their relationship and the life of an atypical, but personally, I felt like a few major details were left out or a bit brushed away, like how Caleb and Adam's parents' relationship would be after a few truths were revealed, and even how dangerous it would be for Caleb to be discovered as an atypical. I'm really trying not to spoil anyone, but maybe it's my curious self that I always want things to be more tight in terms of plot, but I guess it would be nice to even have a few more moments of Caleb and Adam as a couple. Apart from that, I think the story is really lovely and sweet. It's young love mixed with a creative plot, and these books are always needed. I guess I'm kind of curious to read the rest of the trilogy. I know the books can be read as standalones, but I really like the universe the author created. I don't know if any of you have read this book, but please let me know your thoughts about it. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Rita's Book Club for more content. And as always, a quick thank you to everyone for the support. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings!